this recipe is taking over the internet. I am sure you have seen it already. It is called onion sheets.
Whatever it's called.
Whatever it's called, we're making it today. Traditionally speaking, this recipe starts with a layer of cheese with thinly sliced onion. But people have already made their own variations of this recipe that we are going to try today that seem a little bit more exciting. That's kind of how it is on the internet. Things change and they shift, and all of a sudden, cottage cheese is everywhere. And now it's onion sheet. Onion sheets? Onion sheet. And if you guys are only searching for keto-friendly options in your recipes on TikTok, Instagram, you are missing out because a lot of these recipes are keto or low carb and they're not saying it. So this one definitely is. The creator that we're going to be referencing today, taking a little bit of inspiration by, is Josh Elkin on TikTok. We'll leave his TikTok linked in the description below if you want to check it out. And he's made a couple variations of the onion sheet that we want to try. The first of them being an onion breakfast sheet. And the second one is like a meat lover's onion sheet. We don't create the trends typically. We like to follow them and test them out. That's why we like to call ourselves the Keto Twins Test Kitchen. So if you like our vibes, please subscribe and become one of our tribe. Sarah wants me to say the last part.
You can come up with a new rhyme if you want.
Sarah and I have been on keto for over 5 years now, and that was the first time in our lives that we actually cared about our health or what we were eating. And while we're generally relaxed with what we eat, like you guys know, we do care about eating nutrient-dense food. And that's why we're talking about Gem, who is the sponsor of this video. In the past, we've talked about how much we love the Gem Bite, which is packed with vitamins, probiotics, and superfoods. But in case you need a pick-me-up, like we definitely do, you need to try their Energy Bite. So we've been trying to limit our coffee consumption to 1 cup in the early morning. So these bites are perfect for us when we need some energy for that dreaded afternoon slump. The Energy Bite is made with real food ingredients like green tea caffeine, L-theanine, and ginseng. So we get a natural energy boost without the jitters or the crash. And these ingredients plus others like kelp help boost our metabolism. And they taste like an indulgent chocolate treat with some crunch and a touch of sea salt. So if you're sick of feeling wired from too much coffee or relying on energy drinks, then Gem is a healthier way to fuel your day. And Gem is HSA or FSA eligible. Right now, Gem is offering our Keto Twins community a special deal off of your first month. Go to dailygem.com/Keto Twins and use Keto Twins at checkout. Thanks so much to Gem for sponsoring this video. Let's get started making our onion sheets. So the basis for this recipe is cheese on a layer of parchment paper and then thinly sliced onions. The onions need to be sliced thin, and I recently almost chopped my finger off with the Ninja Chop. Can I show you guys?
You can hardly see it.
Really? Look at it.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, it's a pretty big scar.
It still hurts. So I'm afraid. And I have never used a mandolin. So I decided to buy these high performance cut level 5 gloves. So I'm going to be using this to slice our onions very thin. It's about half an onion per sheet and about half of a cup of shredded mozzarella per sheet. Like I said, we're going to be trying 2 different sheets. The first one is the breakfast inspired one. He put quail eggs on his. We've never eaten a quail egg before. And not only that, we could not find them. You would think Chicago, you'd be able to find quail eggs. Turns out that's not true. We do have eggs though. So we're gonna put 1 or 2 eggs on top. The other things that we're gonna add on top of this are like bacon bits and chives.
You want to do a disclaimer about mandolins? They're scary.
Mandolins are scary.
Be warned, they're scary and you should be very careful. And every time I used to see a mandolin on Chopped, the show, the person would cut themselves with it.
Really?
Every single time.
Well,
yes.
They don't have my gloves. Who knows? These could be regular gloves.
I know.
I've never tried it.
Wool gloves. Who knows? Just be careful.
Wait, I feel like this is gonna slide around. I've swam with sharks and felt less nervous in this.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
Oh, that was a Typhoon Lagoon.
They're hammerhead sharks. They're still real.
Okay. I wonder what they did with them. Anyway. Yeah, you have to use force.
Look at it. It didn't even work.
Okay, great. 1. Awesome. Now 1,000 more. Be careful when you get down because that's how the cuts happen. And I think you could just cut it with a knife if you don't have a mandolin. But Emily's insisting on using this, so see, we're getting closer to the... Okay, let's see. Okay, that's a lot.
Ooh, look at that.
So the gloves work then?
Yes. Well, I have my hand. 1/8 of an inch thick.
We're trying to get them pretty thin. We want them to be nice and cooked. Okay. Everyone is impressed.
Thank you. Okay, so the original creator put half of a cup of mozzarella. I don't think that's enough. So I'm just gonna layer a very thin layer.
Start from the middle and then... Yeah. Because you really want the cheese to become nice and crispy, right? That's the goal. Not a thick layer. You want it to be nice and...
I mean, that's half of a cup. To me, that's too little.
Pretty much they're making like a choffle in a pan.
Right.
To me. I think we're making it bigger than his was too.
All right, next up,
The onion.
the onion.
Just layering them down side by side.
Like that?
Yeah.
What about, do I have to do that row? Or?
Sure, I would, yeah, do that. I wouldn't double layer. Keep them separate.
So he puts about 8 quail eggs on his breakfast sheet. I was gonna say skillet. We're gonna use 2 regular eggs, which is the equivalent of $500.
Yeah, that's...
Get out of there! Stay!
Maybe put it right in the middle. Yeah, maybe... Uh-oh.
Ah! Egg on the move. Stay.
This looks like the oddest thing we've ever cooked on this channel.
That says a lot. Next up, we're gonna do a little bit of everything bagel. This is the saltiest spice mix ever, I think. I like salt, okay, but it's a lot. So,
And mozzarella is generally
Right.
salty as well.
is it?
Yeah.
Next up, bacon bits.
See, Alex hates when I do that. He hates when I halfway tear open bags for some reason. I do that too.
Well, is he involved with this? Ow! I think it's looking pretty aesthetic. He puts chives on there before it goes in, which is surprising to me.
Well, it's fine.
Parmesan. He puts about a tablespoon of grated parm.
Still looking weird.
Now he puts on some chives. I think it looks nice.
Okay.
Come on. Comment below what you put on here. Chorizo. Chorizo and
Like a Mexican cheese and some cilantro.
Okay, we're gonna put this in at 400. There's no instructions or temperature on the recipe, so I just kind of read the comments. 400 for about 15 minutes, and then we'll start making the second one. We wanna see how this one turns out. Bye-bye.
Be something.
30 seconds left. Is the egg cooked? It's burnt.
Uh-oh.
Onion sheet. Onion beep.
Okay, so for the second one, we're gonna go with a lower heat. Maybe 375. What do you think?
Is it cooked?
Yeah, let it
okay.
sit. Let
All
it sit for a while.
All right. We're gonna lower the temperature for the second one. Our second one is the meat lovers version of this. We are gonna be using mild Italian sausage. He used spicy in his video, but we couldn't get that. Plus, you know, spicy sometimes is a little bit too spicy. Mini pepperoni, bacon bits, Italian seasoning, and that's it.
We put like thinly sliced tomato.
Tomato.
I was gonna say tomato on top of the onion.
Yeah.
That might be okay.
Touch of garlic powder maybe? And then parm. He only uses about a tablespoon of parm, so I don't like too much parm anyway, so We're gonna do chives too, because we already cut these and we like a little bit of color for visual
Interest.
Right, because we are very aesthetic here.
Exactly.
So this is round 2. It's gonna be cooked at a lower temperature. We're gonna try 350 for about the same period of time. Okay. Are we there?
Yeah, I think so.
Breakfast, dinner. Okay.
An onion sheet for every day, all day.
So we're gonna let these cool down and we're gonna go downstairs and try these onion sheets. It smells divine in here, really. This one looks a little charred, but
Yeah.
whatever. So this one was cooked at 400 degrees for 15 minutes. This one was cooked at 350 for 15 minutes, and you can tell that this one is not as burnt as that one. So I think the problem is that like you want like the onion to be charred, but you also want the cheese not to be burnt. So
Right.
there's like a balance there. I would keep an eye on it. Wow. I think quail eggs would have been cuter.
Yeah.
This is how we take thumbnail pictures, by the way. The onion there, really nice. Kind of tastes like French onion dip. Because of the bacon maybe and the cheese. Really crispy. It's a little overdone. This reminds me, one time Alex and I went to brunch and we had like a breakfast pizza. So there was like eggs on it and bacon and stuff. It was like a brunch pizza. It was super delicious. So this is kind of giving me that vibe. It's good. It only is like really 6 super thin slices of onion too. There's not that much onion.
Yeah, you only need 1 onion probably for 2 of these.
We did only use 1.
Right.
Less than 1 onion.
Yeah.
We used less than 1 onion for this entire thing. And we made pretty big sheets. Okay, so we just want to say that the creator of this recipe, the guy that we were inspired by, actually, he didn't put cooked meat on top of his. We decided to cook our sausage beforehand. We used bacon bits that we bought. You could always cook it on top, but it was just easier to do it this way.
I mean, there isn't that much time to cook it.
Right. I'm excited about this one. See, this is not as crispy.
So I guess it could have gone in for a little bit longer.
Right.
Maybe.
It's onion roll up. Onion sheet. But it's good, right? I haven't tried it yet.
I like
but-
this too.
Wow. Once the cheese is cooled down, it kind of gives the idea of a dough or a crust.
Because it hardens up.
Right.
I think the onion being sliced really thin is key here. Just because you want it to like really cook. So using a mandolin is probably the way to go if you can safely use it. I mean, this is really good.
I like the crispiness of the breakfast sheet, but I didn't like the burnt edges. So I don't know. I don't know what the solution is. If you cook it more, it's just going to get burnt.
Or you have to pack it all in so that it's like thicker all the way around so it doesn't burn. Because I think that it's just like the pieces that were by itself in the oven kind of like burned first. But it's still really good.
Honestly, there's so many different variations that you could do with this, and it's so easy that you definitely have to try it. If you guys figure out any more cool variations of this recipe that you want us to share with everybody else, please let us know in the comment section below. We love getting ideas from you guys.
YouTube seems to think you're going to like this video, so why don't you click on it and we'll see you over there. Anyway, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Emily. And we are the Keto Twins signing out.
It's going to be Alex's dinner, probably.
Oh no! Well, I saw that one coming.